Hi, I'm Dr. Heather Rice, and today I want to teach you something I've learned about dealing with jet lag. Jet lag can really affect our sleep, and if you're doing any kind of traveling coming up for the holidays or over the summer you've done some traveling, and you know when you change time zones, it can really affect how well you can sleep, and then that affects your health. So one thing I learned many years ago is there's a technique you can use to stimulate acupuncture points that will help you get in tune with the next time zone where you're going to be arriving. And you can find online, there's a number of charts and resources you can use to get the details, but I want to give you the general idea. So we know that our different organs in our body are active at different times of the day. So if we look at a clock that's a diurnal clock, meaning that it's a 24-hour clock, late at night, at midnight, that time period, if we go around the clock to sunrise, the fullness of the day, and noon, and then sunset, that kind of clock, different organs will be active at different times. So the liver, the lungs, the large intestine, the spleen, small intestines, the bladder, the kidneys, so on. They all have different time periods when they're active. So what you do is, once you get on the plane, you look at what the time zone is where you're going to be landing. So if that's 1 hour difference or 12 hours difference, depending on where your destination is, you zero in on what time is it in that location. And then you look for, on the chart, which organs are active at that time. Once you find which organ is active at that time, you're going to go to another chart that will show you which acupuncture points you want to stimulate. So for example, if it was 3 o'clock in the morning in the place where I'm heading, I'm going to look at that lung meridian, and I have 2 hours where I'm going to find the point and stimulate that point just for a few minutes. And so the lung meridian is located right on the wrist. And so I'm going to take a pen, a ballpoint pen, where it's take the ink part out. So unclick it, and then you're just going to go to that spot where you look on the chart, and you're going to just trigger, 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 and trigger, 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 trigger. So you're just going to be stimulating that point, kind of jiggle it around a little bit, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. And you do that. I usually like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do that maybe 20, 25 times. So you might be going for a minute, even up to 2 or 3 minutes of just triggering that point. Then you can do the other side the same way. And then you wait a couple of hours, and then you look on the chart, all right, which organ system now is active? So it changes every 2 hours. And then I find that if I'm actually falling asleep on the plane, you don't have to wake up just to do the trigger, trigger the points, stimulate the points. You just want to do it when you are awake. And I've had people that even will continue to do it once you've arrived. If you're still feeling like you're a bit jet lagged, you can just keep working with those points. I found it's been amazing to help me adapt to jet lag and just make it go away. And so I hope you find this helpful. If you did, please share it with your friends and like us on Facebook so that we can share it with as many people as possible. I'm Dr. Heather Rice, and I look forward to sharing more with you again another time.